except for the Protoss that he hit Desro. And, like, Desro's a good Protoss, but I wouldn't put him quite on the caliber of, like, for instance, the Taiwanese Zerg player Slam or the Terran player Center, both of which JonSnow had taken down Slam, who did defeat Center. So some really, really skilled players that JonSnow, like, really pretty top tier. Like,
yeah,
Slam's been having quite a showing lately, for instance, and it makes me a little nervous that his Protoss may be, his versus Protoss may not be quite as up to snuff, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, that's going to be the group, though. You know, Group B. Kind of having your predictions. You thinking Minigun Arthur in your mind?
Yeah, definitely Minigun Arthur. Maybe we're going to see My Darling come away with something here.
I'm actually very intrigued to see.
For some reason. I'm a little worried for JonSnow because the group is largely Protoss. He seems to have really solid ZVZ, just looking at his past history and stuff, and that's not going to matter here. So
yeah,
we'll see, man. Maybe he's got a super solid ZVT as well. It's entirely possible. And maybe ZVP's improved. I don't know about you. When you're playing, like, a lot of times I'll actually switch on what matchup I'm good and bad against.
I think it also happens with the rotating map pool, too. You know, like when you get really comfortable on, like, a certain map and how to play a certain race, and then a new map pool comes in, and then the meta switches, and what you used to be comfortable in kind of just gets thrown in the blender and like in the grinder, and it's like, oh god.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my Blink Stalker all-ins that I used to be doing. It made me really sad, man. Like, that was my primary way of defeating Terrans, was I neural parasited a probe, build a Nexus, Blink Stalker all-in. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. So.
And now it's like, oh, I can't.
Metagame's
That's
totally
a shame, you know. You really got to switch it up, man. You got to have a lot of our things up your sleeve. Oh, man. That is actually would be really funny if like that was your standard go-to. Like, all right, I'm going to get my Infestor out. Quickest Infestor ever, Neuroparasite and STV, and go Mass Reaper.
In some ways, I do wish it was remotely viable.
Yeah.
To like, because it's never beneficial to switch races. Like, it's never a good idea to do that in a match.
Yeah.
Even if you made it super easy and you were like, hey, don't worry about it. You can, like, you know, get this probe super easy and build a Nexus and tech up. Like,
do it.
The window, because of the money that you'll have to spend building that tech, like, you would have to be stealing a probe at, like, the 40-minute mark in a match.
Yeah, it'd have to be, like, in those games.
If you're going to go for, like, Fungal Growth and Storm, the amount of money that you're going to blow, like, teching the Storm on top of all that.
Hey, man, those Storm Host games can be pretty long, and, you know, if you can catch a probe, you could definitely make it happen. You know, think about it. It could happen. Don't count it out.
I've done it. I teched Dark Templar once and, like, killed a guy with Mass Archon Mothership with a Archon Vortex.
Wow. Back in the day, right?
Yeah. It was on Metalopolis. I still remember. It was a ladder game. It was hilarious. He just wouldn't leave. And I was like, well, if you're going to cannon yourself in your base, just going to do this. That's fun.
All right.
All right. Well, it looks like we're into the lobby at least now, guys. So we'll be jumping into the game so shortly. In the top right-hand corner of the client, if you are looking in the client right now, which you're probably not, but I am.
Yeah.
You'll see some recent announcements like WCS Gameheart. It's out on the PTR. You can check it out. Blizzard has been working on a lot of the competitive esports features and trying to make them more friendly to the client. So now they've actually got an official WCS Gameheart version out where it's got, I mean, if you took a look, like, they're actually permanently putting in color mod and team colored abilities. So, like, the ones that matter. Like, a force field is a force field. It doesn't matter if it's your force field or my force field. Neither of us are going to walk through it, right?
Yeah.
But it does matter, like, whose EMP it is.
I have to go real quick because I put something in the oven, and I was like, we're going to try to time it with the cool hype video, but, yeah. All right, I believe there's going to be a hype video, and I'm going to make sure that my house doesn't burn down either. So, yeah. What are we going to be going into first? Which matchup? It's going to be
Catalina.
Capelina? Oh, yeah. So when we come back, we're going to be jumping into that. And I believe it is going to be Minigun versus JonSnow first. And then, yep. You're going to hum it up. All right, no, but yeah, we'll be back very shortly. Folks. 'Cause 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 'c
All right,
oh, he gets it!
Hey, no way!
No way!
2.
This is it. That's all he needs.
All 3. Oh my God, there's 2.
And here he goes! Oh, he lets him go, but... Oh, the mutas.
1. Melee.
And here comes potentially a deciding attack here. Banelinks with some good connections, but they are mostly on Marauders. But there are enough Banelinks here to just power through.
Yeah,
and
I really think
he does chain it up, and
they are proving their worth as they do shoot some of these. Oh!
That was so good! Fungal Banelings! No way!
Everything, I think so. Look at that. Thor in the fetal position in.
Little clumps that it can move away in small groups and still be strong enough to engage. But right now, it is Penguin who's doing the engaging, rushing forward with those mutas, with those fungals. And I'm not sure that this was a cost-effective engagement for our Zerg player.
Not at all. And I think this is exactly what Journey needed. Takes down that 5th base. Or 6th, I don't even know what number it is anymore. GM.
Rookie minutes into the game, guys. He didn't ever took that 3rd base, so
no.
I mean, this
wants
actually
to win the game.
This might be it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to get into a good position here, getting the high ground. And I love the addition of the Banelings here because there is no splash damage. And they're going to be able to deal with this ground army because there are really not that many force fields here. But he's not even going to use any of them. Yeah, he is just going to take it to the face here. And I don't know, Kibbles, man. I think this may be a little bit too much here. That's fast. Whoa.
Dead.
GG. Spine Call is to protect him as well so that the counterattack from Steadfast, if Hendrilus did lose this battle, but I don't even know if that's going to be the case because these roaches are 2-1.
The injects, he's not hitting his injects right now, and this actually could spell the game for Steadfast. Like, this isn't an opportunity. Look at the supply skyrocketing for Hendrilus, and with roaches on the way, he may be safe for the moment, but only now does he hit his injects, and that's far too late.
Far too late indeed, and Hendrilus is going to probably take this game as well as the series because it is 1-0 in our complexity players' favor, and there are just not enough roaches here. GG, well played. It's called.
Overall, that's too bad though. He was probably going to recall anyways, but this Colossus will severely step back JYP if it goes down. Will it? I think he could pull probes and save it.
Oh, he is going to do it exactly.
Oh, God,
Hero Roach.
Colossus might die. I think that Colossus
he's going down. Oh, Hero Roach.
From Minigun, he's going to manage to get a lot of the creep tubers.
Oh, huge focus. And he's even going to get the Mothership Core. He yanks it with the Viper, so it's going to get away. There's no way that he's going to be able to recall his army.
ASL Catalina.
ASL Prime League, Season 2, Group Stage, Round of 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game in the bottom of the left-hand corner of the map. Our Zerg player today, he's going to be facing off against a couple of Pronosses, maybe it's Aaron, but he'll kick it all off here with a ZVP on Katsuyena, Catalina, however you want to say it. Doesn't really matter, it doesn't change the fact. This play is in his strongest. And then he gets on a map that not too many Zergs like versus Pro players, and he's like, all right, you know what? I'll just pressure this one right off. And I as I said, I really like the play call. It was just pulling back from that Cyber Core when it had 19 hit points left. 4 Zergling hits, and Zerglings were able to hit the Cyber Core. I think that was maybe the mistake, and I think he just thought that he couldn't hit the Cyber Core, but there was one Zergling that was able to get in there and kill it up. Yep.
And I mean, of course, it may not have won the game for him, but it almost sealed the deal that Minigun could follow it up with any kind of aggression afterwards.
But I totally agree.
Minigun did that very well. He played it, kept his cool. He dropped the Nexus. He said, you know what, this Nexus is dead. I'm not going to try to use all of my energy to try to save it and then just die. So really, really well played by Minigun, keeping his cool. And, hey, he's going to give him a really, really quick lead in this series, a best of 3. And the next map is going to be Overgrowth. Now, Overgrowth. Pretty standard as a map number 2 in a best of 3. I'm not surprised at all. It's a very comfortable map for both players, but I feel like it's a map that doesn't necessarily give either player an advantage. So if you're trying to bring it back when you're down by 1, it's a little bit, it's not like, remember when Daedalus Point was in the map pool, you're like, well, I'm definitely going to go with map number 2 is Daedalus Point. Or, it's not a map like that. It's very, very balanced, and it's going to be a little bit difficult if JonSnow is not feeling confident in his ZVP. Like, against Minigun, at least, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he opts for this game. Overgrowth, I don't know. I mean, will he go for something wonky again? He could go for, like, the Sue's style when Sue beat Zest in the round of 32. Hey, I built a hatchery at your gold. He could go for his own fast gold and go for, like, a cool... In fact, I would bank that is maybe what JonSnow is going to do here. Yeah. Maybe
something kind of goofy.
Gold and go for a unique timing. I don't think he's going to try to play straight up. Not after that opening. Like, game 1, like a speedling all in off of 15 drones.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see something a little crazy once again out of him, but probably not as fast.
Yeah, right? Like, not straight up. Because, I mean, that's supposed to catch him off guard, Minigun. And I'm surprised that Minigun held that very easily. And maybe because he didn't opt to wall off with it. Sometimes you'll see that. They'll go for the Stargate, and then the Link Flood will actually kill the player. Because you can do the Link Flood, depower the Stargate at the front, and even kill the Stargate, if you will. And then that Oracle doesn't get out and doesn't clean up the rest of the Lings, and they don't get economic damage as well. So... Minigun keeping the Stargate in his main may have actually worked out better for him than using it as a wall. But we're going to be jumping into the game. Overgrowth will be the map. Let's do it up.
See you there.
ASL Overgrowth.
ASL Prime League, Season 2, Group Stage, Round of 16.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on game number 2 of the first match of the day in Group B of the Round of 16 ASL Prime League. And spawning in the top right corner is that blue Protoss player, up 1 game, hoping to seal the deal in a quick 2-0 fashion. Representing Root for Root, it is... Minigun. And his opponent in the bottom left corner. He is down 1 and is trying to get his hatchery down, but this pesky probe says otherwise. It is the Solaris player. JonSnow.
All right. Well, it looks like the hatchery will finally go down, as Minigun is going to hop on into the main, check for gases, make sure the pool is complete, and he'll head back home as he throws down a forge and likely a gateway right behind it. Nice greedy opening here. Not so greedy that he opted to go gateway before forge, but still pretty up there.
Yeah, and he knows exactly. He should be able to hold it, even if you send the lings across the map. With a few probes and even a temporary pylon, you can hold any kind of annoying lings getting into your base. Even 4 lings getting in can really be annoying and start to mess with your mining and force you to use your attention on that. But Minigun's probably used to this. I mean, this is pretty standard stuff ever since even Wings of Liberty, the timing of that pool, unless it's like a 7 pool or 10 pool. But that probe of Minigun was able to go in there. And, wow, the little body block. Did you see that with the probe?
With the other probe.
He pushed it, yeah. Really nice move.
Yeah, a little bit of a thing from JonSnow, though, as he is focusing so much on that micro. It looks like he actually neglected to make a queen in his main. He's still not making it, and this makes it that although this natural expansion is ready, he actually could have started a queen a really, really long time ago. So I'm curious, and it looks
what he's doing.
Yeah, he's going for slow links. There is now a zealot on the way, however.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's a gamble from him, and this is why we didn't see the other queen.
Exactly.
This reminds me a little bit of Zenio. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say he just used the queen. He skipped the queen and decided to make a bunch of links, and he's continuing to do so. So let's see. The cybernetics core is finished. The next unit though is gonna be a stalker, so that actually could be very good here for.
Here's the thing though, Minigun didn't center his zealot when he held.
Oh no, you are right.
So this is gonna be, is Minigun looking when these Zerglings come in? He sees him on the mini-map, Zealot, he touches it, and it's good enough. That position is close enough that it's gonna work.
Indeed, and immediately a gateway goes up behind this pylon. A full wall off, the probe might lose its life here, but it is gonna take a lot to get through this wall here of Minigun.
Not gonna happen. Like, there's no way that this is going to work from from JonSnow's perspective. The Zerglings, the Zealot still was alive there.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Sentry on the wrong side of the world.
Left. He's fine. He'll throw down a force field.
Yeah. But here comes more lings, man, and waiting till the last second, indeed. And with this mothership core coming out eventually, with that cannon firing down on all of these lings, it is going to be very hard for JonSnow to break through this. And he's going to continue to try, though, because there's nothing but slow lings moving across the map right now.
He should be able to get that sentry, assuming he goes for it.
He just pops it, right? Yeah, even that added DPS is very important, but... yeah, there's no way these lings get through here. I mean, Minigun can go ahead and sacrifice these minerals into these pylons because he feels like he's at an economic advantage. He's continuing to make probes. And if there's nothing but lings coming, what do you got here for JonSnow? 14. That's the magic number for him today on his drone count. And it's not really a lucky one, just the magic. Does not necessarily mean that it is actually good magic. It's bad voodoo, Kibbles. It's bad voodoo.
It's not often that I compare things to Lord of the Rings, but that reminded me a bit of Helm's Deep. You're not breaking through. All right, guys. Well, there it is. Minigun takes it 2-0 against JonSnow. JonSnow will move on to face the loser of the next match. We'll have to see what that ends up being.
Yeah. Well, looks like you're already on route to being correct in your predictions, as maybe JonSnow just not feeling it today, or just doesn't feel like he has a really good shot against Minigun, or who knows what it is. But both games have been kind of these wonky, I'm going to try to hope to catch you off guard build. And neither of them really worked at all for him.
We'll see what happens in the next match, as we are going to have the pleasure of actually catching a Terran versus Protoss.
Yeah.
Excited, man.
It's going to be between My Darling and Arthur. So, Canadian Terran player My Darling. Arthur representing Korea. Teamless still. Is he still sad, though?
I wish I had my images here from MLG. We got some really... Arthur is like a baller. Like, he looks like such I don't know, just fly, man. The guy wears this blue coat, and he's like, what's up?
Brush his shoulders off.
He reminds me of Slayers in terms of their style. He looks
I used to
real
love those.
slick, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, well then, I guess we were going to be going to a quick little break. It's going to be, though, like Kibble said, a TVP next. And the winner of that will go on to face Minigun. So we're either going to see another TVP or a PvP. And the loser will be going to the loser's bracket to meet JonSnow, who eagerly awaits his opponent in the bowels of the loser's bracket. Well, what do we call it again? We call it the, not the loser's match, but I can't remember what you called it. It was like a, a little cherry on...
The not winners.
The ones that didn't necessarily win the game.
I still have a chance.
The still, the I have a chance
I don't
match.
know.
There we go. I like that. And the I still have a chance match. There we go. So it is
Not
going
out
to
of
be
it yet
that.
match.
Yeah, not out of it yet. Down
All right,
but not
guys.
out. So yeah. That was match number 1, folks. We're going to be going to a quick break, and then we will be back with match number 2 between Arthur and My Darling.
ASL.
For the love of the game. Hey, ASL fans, don't forget to hit that follow button on Twitch. ASL Season 2, a professional-style league for the casual gamer.